Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. For one, it did not open up in a full screen, which is surprising. I'm gonna try and get this to be a full screen. But hello, Grace. Welcome to the stream. Never played this game before. From what I've seen, what I know is I watched Manly Badass Hero play the demo, one episode of the demo, and I was just like, this seems very interesting. All I know is that depending on our choices, the princess is gonna change. And it's gonna be very interesting. I was gonna start after I figured I got this to full screen, so it's a proper size. Hello, I'm great. Thank you, Grace. Yes, but I saw this and I was like, okay, I should probably read this. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Which, from some of the stuff I've seen of this game, I guess you can have a horror and a love story. So let me get the full screen. Here we go. Let me see if I can get chat up here. You see. For some reason, I've been having trouble with getting chat. Can I change the quick menu? Okay. How was my day? My day just started. It's like I woke up and I got ready to stream. That's it. Scarlet Hollow. Okay, that's cool. Okay. So I think I only have options between full screen and windowed, which means I can't really, I have to like look down to see chat, which means that I'm not going to be able to see chat quite right away. That's okay. But that's fine. From this game like narrates the entire visual novel. This is basically a visual novel. A very interesting visual novel with horror elements. Yeah. Just so you know, there are very violent depictions in this game. This is technically a horror game. It's just, yeah. So let's get started then. The hero and the princess. What the? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Sorry.
Is a princess.
I had it muted. Oops. I had it muted because I was getting it set up during start screen. Didn't want to interrupt the start screen. It's fine. Okay. Yes. It's fine. From what I understand, we're gonna hear this narration a lot anyways. What other games do I play? I'm kind of a variety streamer. Like, I'm also playing, right now I'm playing Little Goody Two Shoes. I'm playing that on Friday. And on Saturdays, I usually do like I call multiplayer stream or collab stream, where I just like get together with my friends and we play something like Minecraft or Left 4 Dead 2 or, you know, whatever we feel like at the time. Whenever Monster Hunter there's a new Monster Hunter coming out, that's going to be all Saturday. And then I usually have just chatting on Tuesdays. Yeah. But I tend to gravitate towards horror adjacent and but also like adventure games, just whatever it piques my interest, really. Thank you. Thank you. I like to think I have great taste too. Anyways.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Here's a question. Is it though? So yeah, so here's... Wow, that's a lot of options. Yeah, this game apparently has like a lot of options. Spooky Gathering games. Indeed. I said I wasn't gonna do horror now that October was over, but now I realize like the two games I'm playing are both horror games, but they're like not like jump scare horror games like the other games I was playing before during October, like Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion and Phasmophobia and stuff. Like they're more like storybook horror, you know. So and I could that's my preference in horror is. I like psychological horror versus kind of yeah, it's a psychological horror is kind of my preference, or I don't know. I think I just like the aesthetic of horror. You know what I mean? But anyways, wow, what is a lot of options? Okay, explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I am not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? God, that's a lot of options. Okay, do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I always wanted to offer Monarch Viva the Revolution. Okay, let's save here. Let's just make sure to remember save. Silently continue to the cabin and turn around and leave. I want to explore a little bit though. The end of the world, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Just make sure. Let's turn it up just slightly a bit. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked in? Killing a princess seems kind of bad. Some of the same stuff we got before. Can't someone else do this? And then yeah, okay, then it's just like the same stuff we had before. Oh, wait. Except, look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I have the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me. Then sweet. Okay. Do you have any evidence?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
What? But how can the princess locked away in the basement end the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Have you ever considered... Okay, I think some of the same options we had before. Yeah. How can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Linger on the specifics. You have
Why
a
wouldn't
job
I?
to do here. Just get in there.
Why do you want me to
what
kill...
needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Have you considered maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though. Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered? Maybe it's okay. Maybe I'm okay with the world ending. Okay. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I have the chance.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, She could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
By the way, can you guys hear the narration fine?
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
It looks like it is on a fine level, but the mixer says it's on a fine level, but I've had Streamlabs lie to me before.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right?
Oh.
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I immediately do not trust the narrator. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Now here I'm actually wondering. Is she okay? I don't trust the narrator, but at the same time, I've seen some things that maybe she is kind of dangerous. So perhaps we should arm ourselves just in case. But I'm also worried that if we do that, she might immediately distrust us. But decisions. I'm gonna take the blade and hopefully just hide it.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Just checking in on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would I ever think of that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. No, Oh, I have to pick that one. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Seal your nerve and step forward. I'm gonna save.
Drop the knife.
Uh-oh. Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
gonna drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious.
Nuh-uh. Yeah, I got a kick out of that.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
She has a very attractive voice.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
We'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship. Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. Okay. Well, that's supposed to be polite. What is your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
It's pretty awkward. Same stuff as before. People out there think I'm gonna kill you. How long have you been down here? There are people out there who think that you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Why? Why shouldn't I tell her that, narrator?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Okay, so she is acting a little sus too. That's she's giving me some villainous vibes, but also it's kind of hot. It's a little hot. You guys know me. I like me a villain.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. I was going to ask that
If I'm
next.
supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Yeah, that's the thing. But also that smile. She seems very conniving. Oh, okay, I have to actually answer her. Okay, deflect. What are you gonna do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reason for keeping that information secret from me. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. I'm not actually sure. We like evil women here. We do. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
What?
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Yeah, but her saying that is kind of keeping it real.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Okay, here's a question. The monarch are fucking what? How come I don't know her if she's a fucking princess? You know? I think she'd be probably a lot more well known if she's a monarch, right? So why don't we fucking know her? A relationship, how do I get you out of here? Well, okay, I actually want to ask this. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Yeah, for reals. How would I even get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
Shut up, narrator.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Oh, you want me to cut off your arm, girl? Okay.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. Right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. I'm gonna examine the chains.
Oh, you have to be kidding.
Shut up, narrator. She's hot.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
There isn't a key. Do you have any ideas beside me cutting you out of here? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Let me try that.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Uh-oh. Hey, let me out of here. Try the door.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Try the door.
Try the door, but it's locked from the outside. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here
Did you
to slay
fucking
the
lock the door,
princess,
you piece of
and
shit?
You won't leave until the task is done.
Turn to the bottom stairs? Okay.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Okay, I only have two choices. I'm gonna save here, actually. I'm gonna save the princess.
Against your better judgment, place the blade on
yeah.
the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Oh, the bone. Ooh.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Oh my god, girl! I mean, she's kind of a badass for that, not gonna lie. I mean... Oh no, she reminds me of someone that I really like. Oh no.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Yeah, that's a little weird, but you know,
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
that is a little weird.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high.
But also,
You can't just
fuck
let
the
her escape
narrative.
into
You
the
don't tell me
world.
what to do.
No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
You can't fucking tell me what to do, bitch.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No, fuck you. That's cheating.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Slay the princess. There's more. Warn her.
Stop that.
Fuck you.
I
Don't
thought
tell me-
this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Shut up. Don't tell me what to do. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No, fuck you.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
Uh-oh. Oh, she's gonna kill me.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hand.
Also, our hand's weird. What the fuck is with our hand? Are we like a dragon or something?
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Now I'm kind of wondering if it was a good idea.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it?
Well,
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
it was to spite you, you little bitch. Don't tell me what to do. Mochi-sai! Hello! The prisoner. Hello,
You're
welcome.
on a path in the woods. And at the end of that
Mochi-sai,
path is
can
a
someone
cabin.
please give a shout out to
And in the
Mochi-sai?
basement of that cabin is a princess.
Hi, we are playing Slay the Princess. For those who are new here, I am Wonder Witch, the lovely unladylike scrying witch. This is a horror visual novel. And we just got killed by the princess after freeing her. So just so you know, this is a horror. There are some graphic depictions. Like literally we just saw her cut off her own arm and we saw the bone and the tearing of the flesh and everything. So so if you are squeamish, might not be the stream for you, but that is okay. Yes. Yeah, it's I've seen of it. I saw Manly Badass Hero play like the demo. Like I saw one episode of him playing the demo and I was just like, this seems super interesting. I'm gonna wait until the game comes out. And then the game came out and but I was already committed to like other games during October. But now here we are. Yes, it's very interesting. So what just happened? So we went down to the basement, and we freed the princess. Okay, so like for those who don't know the premise of the game is the narrator saying, hey, we have to slay this princess. This fucking narrator, man. I don't like him. He keeps telling me I have to slay this princess, and like without giving the reason is that, oh, she's gonna end the world, but he's not telling us why or how she's gonna end the world. Yeah. Top tier storytelling. Yeah, and so I'm already like distrustful of the narrator, but I'm also like, I just freed the princess by cutting off her arm, but she was not fazed by it. And then the narrator tried taking control of us to slay her, but we were able to resist it, and she stabbed us, and she was very cold about it. So I'm not actually sure who to trust, but I don't like the narrator telling me what to do. So fuck him. And also, evil women are hot. So fuck the narrator. I like the princess already. I just started. It was second chapter.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
Yay, mommy
it will be
issues.
the end of the world.
Hey, don't call me out like that. Fuck off. Hey, don't fucking call me out like that. Okay. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Okay. I've been in this place before. Wait, has this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Yeah, fuck you. Proceed to the cabin, turn around and leave. Fuck you.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
That's why I love Kafka so much. Yeah. In this house, we love villains. We love evil women.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder.
Also, does someone give her a shout out?
Secrets from me.
I don't think so, so let me do that. There we go. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess someone did. I just wasn't paying attention. That's fine.
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Explore. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Proceeds to the cabin, turn around.
Those are two
Ask
very
questions.
different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I don't know about that.
The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Nuh-uh! Nuh-uh!
Sure you are.
Okay, voice of the skeptic. So we have voice of the skeptic and voice of the hero in our head. And the narrator.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Oh, we got some multiple worlds shit going. Oh, we got like some time loop shit going, huh? Okay.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Another raid! Oh my goodness! Hello, Kumakami. Hello, my brother. Hello, my brother. Let me shut you out. Both my siblings have raided me. Hello, everyone. Hello. For those who are new, I am Wonder Witch, the lovely yet unladylike scrying witch. We are playing Slay the Princess, which is a visual novel. It is a horror visual novel, and it does have some graphic imagery. So if you are uncomfortable with that, you know, be warned. This might not be the stream for you. That is totally fine. Yeah, no. So what has happened so far? We just started playing the game, and right now we're kind of finding out we're in a time loop, I guess, because the first time we went down and we talked to the princess, and we released her by cutting off her arm, which she was very suspiciously nonchalant about. It was very graphic too. Like, we saw the bone and everything. Yeah. And I mean, I'm okay with it because one, the narrator keeps telling me what to do, so fuck him. And two, in this house, we love evil women. So I'm okay with saving the princess anytime. Saving this princess, because she's very suspicious, but that kind of makes her hot. I know she's, apparently we're supposed to slay her because she's gonna end the world or whatever, but like, also they don't give us a reason how or why she's gonna end the world. So, I don't know who to trust. But yes, welcome in. And right now, we're back at the beginning. After we died. After she killed us because the narrator tried to take control of us to force us to slay her, but we resisted him. And she killed us to prevent us from killing her, I guess. And yeah, she was very nonchalant about it, but also that's kind of hot. So we love evil women in this house. So all right.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
So it might be the kind of multiple worlds kind of time thing, where we're not. So perhaps she. Well, we don't know. We died. For all we know, that princess just left and went to live her life.
What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
Exactly! That's what I said!
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
What the hell are you talking about, bro? She's kind of weirdly nonchalant about cutting off her own arm, but...
You're talking in circles.
But that doesn't mean she's, gonna end the world.
No, I'm talking in facts.
Also, if she can end the world, well, how does she get chained up in a basement? Let's talk about this princess. Yes.
Just be quick about it.
The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. And all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world? That's a good point. You locked her in that basement. What is this place? Never mind.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
I don't think I am! Actually. No, you have to give me a fucking reason.
You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right? What proof could you possibly ask for?
Just fucking tell us how.
Literally anything. Fine. Check your pockets.
What? Check your pockets.
You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front. Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth." That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
Yeah.
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
No, these rules seem stupid.
You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to?
Yeah.
Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk. I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
No, fuck you. I'll overcomplicate things as much as I want. Bro. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Yeah, that's a good question. Why is this falling on me? You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
Look,
Okay.
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Oh, brother.
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Really? Really? The whole chosen one bullshit?
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Oh, don't fall for it.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Yes, right. We're here because we're special.
Mm-hmm.
Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin.
How, is it really a ticking clock? Because from the last time we encountered her and we asked her how long she had been down there, it sounded like she had been down there for a very long time. So, and if she hadn't destroyed the Burrow World by now, then maybe she can't do that. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Really? No, I don't think it would. I think you just want me to do something. And you're not telling me all the information, so I won't be informed, and so I won't make my own decision.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
I won't. I don't. That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
This motherfucker keeps telling me what to do, and I don't like him immediately. Alright, let's go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
See the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon.
This is
A few
different.
pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Yeah, what the hell? What is that? The whole cabin is different from last time. Approach the mirror, take the blade, enter the basement. What's the whole cabin is different.
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Now, isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Definitely did not. Does the mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
This motherfucker keeps lying to me. This motherfucker's just lying to me all the
I
time.
think you know what we have to do.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Maybe he can't see it. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to
Hey,
see.
I know how to work with mirrors. This is how I'm running this whole thing. Trust me. Just gotta calm your mind and focus on it and
This really isn't funny.
wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Weird.
But it was there a second ago,
Weird.
and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled.
Then again,
Maybe it'll be back.
this asshole was able to control me. So I think the narrator has some power here. So he might have just taken it away. I don't know. Take the blade or enter the basement. I'm not gonna take the blade, actually. Fuck him. I'm not slaying the princess.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade.
What?
We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Oh, man.
You sure? She killed us with it last time. What if she turns it against us again?
That's a good point.
Yes, I'm sure. And I've already got a plan for that.
Do you?
Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope part of that plan is don't give the world any monstrosity your only weapon. Because unless you've decided to arm the princess, I don't think you need to worry about her having a weapon. Peachy, we'll be fine. Okay? I'm trusting you.
Hey, don't I get a say here? What's the big idea?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go. Wonderful. You do exactly that.
Oh.
Sweeping the knife from the table before
Wait a
proceeding
minute.
to the basement.
I thought maybe the text here isn't actually. I thought the text here was the hero, the voice of the hero. I thought that was us.
Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
But maybe it's us.
No, you
'Cause
don't
he definitely
have
got a
to
say
do
in it.
anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches
I guess
of
so.
slimy moss on the stone steps. If
I
the
guess-
princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
He says that again.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
I wonder.
You walk down
Whoa.
the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves.
Oh,
The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
okay. I don't think we can cut her free this time.
So much for cutting her out of here.
Yeah, that's what I just thought.
Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. Leave the princess in the basement. Sit with her or slay the princess. I'm gonna sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions, what do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? The other chained on the wall, who is it for? What would you have me do? What would you have me do? I think I'm just going to leave you here, actually. You're not much of a threat to anyone locked up like this. Like that. Bye. Leave the princess. Or slay the princess. Just straight up, just kill her. I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
She does remember.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Huh.
It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles.
I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle.
Motherfucker just admitted to trying to gaslight us. Motherfucker just admitted to trying to gaslight us. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck the narrator. Fuck the narrator. You just admitted to trying to gaslight us.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
That's pathetic.
Bitch.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Nah, I'm fine with this. I'm quite familiar with multiple worlds theory. My master was very informative about that to me. So I've already kind of come to terms with the fact that there's like a billion trillion other versions of myself out there.
Exactly. He gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Yeah.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world.
Why?
You need to accept that.
That makes no sense.
I won't.
Yeah.
Fine. But you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
You're asking about my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that? What happened after I died last time? The other chains on the wall. Who is it for? What would you have me do? And then, okay, so it's like the same ones again. So you were asking about my intentions. What do you mean by that? What happened to me? Yeah, okay, so she remembers. So what happened after I died?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Oh.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
You were asking about my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that? Obviously, he's wondering if I'm gonna kill her or not. The other chain on the wall. Who's that for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
I'll inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Fuck you.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
Inspect it.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Say it, bitch! Tell us!
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Tell me!
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Ah, fuck. Fuck. Oops.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me?
Hello?
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Prison of the mind.
Yes.
You became your own jailer. I guess got an achievement for that. Oh! Well, shit.
Huh, so it does fit. I guess
Cool.
it doesn't like your knife.
Great.
We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Not really. It's kind of not funny. I know you're kind
What
of
are we
used to
supposed to do
this,
now?
but...
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Oh. Wait.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So we're both stuck here. What should we do? Did you know that this was going to happen to me?
No.
Okay. We're... So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
What a riveting conversation. Okay. Not one for small talk, are you? What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Probably not. How much for small talk are you?
Nope.
Cool. Great. I totally get it.
That's rude.
To be fair, seems that she's been locked in a basement for like ever. I wouldn't be very social either. Cool.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
No.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Can we...
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first. A bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there.
Wait, what?
But then they get larger and larger.
What? Hey, have you noticed the basement changing? I didn't notice anything changing. Is it, did the room get a little darker?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Oh, come on, girl.
Still rude.
Okay, we'll just wait. Oh, okay, yeah, it's
You
definitely
continue to wait
changing.
in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
Yeah.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
The hell?
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass. Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then...
I think he's gone.
What?
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Oh,
So this is the outside world.
what the hell?
It's cold.
Huh? What's going on? What the fuck? Hello? The fuck was that? There's no narration. But you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it has left something else in the stead. The mirror.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
You know what this? Mirrors can be a portal to other worlds. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even get out of go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. Approach the mirror. The narrator's gone.
It is. Does that mean the world ended?
It must have.
Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
If there's even a her to find anymore. You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
I don't think
Right.
we have a choice.
Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Really? We don't have a choice,
I beg
buddy.
you, don't do this.
We don't have a choice. Explore the mirror. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
What? Uh-oh. I hope it wasn't. You approach the mirror. Gaze into a reflection. The silence has you, silence as you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. The body, it's you, is the... What the fuck? That's what we look like? It's kind of hard to make out. We have weird arms. Oh shit, we have wings! We're like a bird person. It's you. Weird. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. What? But there's nothing. What? You are at the cabin. Approach her. What the fuck?
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Huh? What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel? This is the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Oh my gosh, so many questions. So many questions, man. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the world beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? She sounds like the princess. What happens now? Attack the entity, destroy your body. Whoa. What are you? Oh gosh, so many questions. I don't even know. I guess I can explore. Okay. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Oh, the music. Very haunting. But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What? Solitary lights? What do you mean? What do you think I am? I don't know what I am. I'm a person.
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Gift of a fragile vessel. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I suppose. Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant.
Nothing comes here but us.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the world beyond this place? Do we know each other? What gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Okay. She's odd. This is oddly... Like, I feel like I should be frightened, but... I'm oddly soothed. Let her out of there. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Do you know about the world beyond this place? Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Are you what sent me to slay the
I
princess?
have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay. Do you know what? Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
Huh.
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Okay. Do you know about the world beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
I have a feeling this game's gonna get meta. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Oh. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces do I have to find? What if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? That's a good question.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How many more pieces do I need to, do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Weird. How much will I forget? And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Everything, until we meet again.
What if I don't let you?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I'm not going back. No. I think we're good. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Oh.
You won't.
Oh. Everything goes dark and you die. Guided vessel is the achievement I got.
You're on a path in the woods.
Hello, motherfucker.
The real Slay the Princess starts here.
And in the basement
is
of that
what I got.
cabin is a
Hello,
princess.
Corrupted Hunter.
You're here to slay her.
I'm gonna save,
If you don't,
actually. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Okay, so now we've really restarted from the beginning. Seems kind of bad enough, doesn't it? Then maybe I'm okay with the world ending. Maybe I'm okay with the world ending. Some sort of reward for this. Okay, so what kind of route should we do? You know, turn around and leave. Fuck you.
seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No. Well, because he didn't give us a good reason to slay her, so I tried freeing her. And then I got stuck with her. And we both basically were imprisoned until the cabin around us decayed. And then we were outside, and then the world went dark, and then she got taken by a bunch of hands. It got weird, man. This game is weird, man. I kind of dig it. Okay, fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and I'll slay the princess. Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her, maybe I won't. I guess we'll see. Why? Yes, I'm definitely know where I'm going. Nope. Do you even know where you're going? Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of the new dawn beyond our own. Gonna go walk in the opposite direction now. Continually quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. I'm just gonna say nope. Fuck you.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
What?
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can.
Oh,
still
this
be
bitch is
saved
up to his
after all.
tricks again. Okay, I'm going into the cabin. Sheesh. Turn around again and leave again. Fuck you.
Really keen
We're
on wasting
leaving.
everyone's time, aren't you?
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
I don't fucking believe you. I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. Good. Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Fuck you. You're not gaslighting me. Quietly continue on down the path. Yeah, fuck you. You're not
Stakes
You're
and
not gaslighting me,
consequences
bitch.
aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
You admitted to gaslighting me before.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go into the cabin, don't I? Fine. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm going to keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place. Fuck you.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go.
What the
As you
fuck?
trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures
Oh.
through the leaves.
The music's getting weird. The music's getting weird. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
But as
Uh-oh.
you focus on
What
your
the fuck?
surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick.
So
of
I think the
light.
multiple worlds theory thing might be I might be onto something there.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Wait, what's going on?
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
I mean, he's not wrong, but also, what the fuck?
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness, but it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
What? How? How? How does the world end and everyone die? Okay. Huh? The stranger. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
I'm gonna save.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
See
it
on
will
the
be
wall.
the end of the world.
I'm getting terrible deja vu. What the fuck? Wait, there's a wall. What the hell? This motherfucker is imprisoning me now. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. What hasn't this already happened? Okay. Yeah, okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking.
The Cronturian.
Captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day.
I kind of like this guy.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
What? Really? I don't know.
The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Those walls weren't here before or last time. You just forced me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
Lie. Yep. Okay, heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay the princess. Yeah, I get it. I'm going to the cabin. Silently proceed to the cabin. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever. Stay in the woods forever. Well, we can't, like, just move away, because then it's gonna get weird again, isn't it? So I'm just, fuck you. I'm staying put. How's it been? I've only ever heard of it a name. It's really interesting. It's really interesting. Like, we went through a path already, and I'm already getting the vibes of, like, there is, like, so much going on in this world. Like, there's multiple worlds theory shit going on, man. There's some existential shit going on. All right, if I can't, but right now, all I can tell you is the narrator is a gaslighting bitch, and I hate him. And the princess is also kind of probably evil. I mean, it might be true that she might be ending the world, but also we love evil women here, so. Love evil women, hate gaslighting men. It's different. Fuck the narrator, I'm staying here forever.
Oh, that's clever. A little boring, though.
Don't care.
It's extremely boring. Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing?
There's always a choice, buddy.
No, you can't just do nothing. You have to do something. Alright, so it's decided. Even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing forever.
Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and
What's that on the corner screen?
Still hear me?
Wait, what? Already?
What is that weird feeling? It's like I'm barely even here anymore.
Already? We're already?
Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a texture of nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet again. The long quiet is the name of this place? Okay, memory return. There's a distant rumbling sound of many sounds. Undulations, pulse louder as something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty space. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force pushing against your will. No. You cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is nothing so much thread. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am your only salvation. What the fuck? Oh, we got back to the thing! And I just got denial. Return. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin.
Okay.
And in the basement of that cabin is...
I'm gonna save again. It's a princess.
You're here
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. The end of the world? Oh, we are all the way back. Okay. We've already explored these questions, so I don't think we have a choice. I think we have to go to the cabin. Even the eldest being was tired of your shit. You know what? Let's kill her this time. Okay. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution!
Spirit.
Let's just fucking kill her. Let's just see what happens.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Proceed to the cabin. Fine, we'll just no dilly-dallying, we'll just murder her.
The cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Into the basement.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated
This
by
narrator
unseen
sounds so
light in
familiar.
the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Is he a voice
The
actor?
princess really lives here. Slaying her is probably doing her
Oh,
a
sorry.
favor.
He said this line before. Is he a voice actor you recognize or something?
Her voice carries up the stairs.
The voice acting in this game is quite good. Everyone has a very soothing voice, perfect for storytelling.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Okay, we've done this.
It's almost as
kind
if
of
she's the
before.
one in charge down here.
Yeah.
Don't let it.
Hi. I'm not gonna say anything. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Oh. Oh, that was kind of hot.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
What? No way! What makes you think that? Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steel your nerve and step forward. I'm gonna be kind of playful with it, whatever.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide
I don't
what
like
we
listening
want
to the
do
narrator.
after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I'm keeping the blade.
You ignore the trembling in
Oh
your
no,
hands.
she looks scared.
Just tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing.
Never mind.
Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Oh.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Oh, she's definitely threatening us now.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade, slay the princess. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us?
You go into this expecting to die. You're going to die.
I have a feeling we're gonna die no matter what we do.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Aw, bitch. Fine, then I guess we're at an impasse. Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade.
I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already.
I don't want to do what the narrator tells me to do because he's a
Or
gaslighting
drop
son of a
the
bitch,
blade.
but
Do something.
stare at the princess while holding the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting fiercely. She squints back. The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you? You'll have to blink eventually. Just make a choice.
All right. gonna slay the princess. Title drop.
You charge
Oh
her,
shit!
blade trembling in
Oh
your hand.
shit! Oh
You've
shit!
already
She's
got
got hands.
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
Oh shit! Jonathan Sims.
We shouldn't have hesitated. But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down.
Kind of into it, not gonna lie.
As you lie,
Oh, I'm really into it
on the
now.
basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand. And now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
Harder. Sorry.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
Harder.
This is the
Sorry.
end, isn't it?
Step on me. We love evil women.
I'm afraid it is.
I'm okay with this.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
I'm okay with this. The tower. Like the card?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the
Having that
basement of
base.
that
Okay.
cabin is
a princess.
You're here
Here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. I'm getting deja vu. I've been in this place
Terrible
before.
sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the
You know, I
world
think
is
I'm
going to
okay
be
with that.
much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all. If this really did already happen, why would I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? I think I've already asked it before. I'm just gonna go to the cabin. Fuck it.
A warning.
Before you go any further, she will lie, she will cheat, she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
She says.
Yes.
We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of with it. I'm okay with her dominating us. I mean,
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
oh, honey, that ain't pessimism. That's just, submission.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter.
Yeah, here's the thing. Wait, so she obviously could kill us.
Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't
why is
really
she
a
in prison
difference
then?
between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Proceed to the cabin.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small?
Yeah,
We don't feel small. We are small.
Okay, so we did this before. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Approach the mirror, take the blade. I'm gonna approach the mirror without saying anything. Because
Walk up to
we've
the
seen
wall
this
next
mirror
to
at the end.
basement door. It's a wall. Isn't much to see here.
Thank you for clipping that mimic.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Also, I'm digging the gothic, like, organ music.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Should I take the blade or not? You know what? Nah. Bruh, she's obviously the dom in this situation. We're submitted, bitch.
No blade?
No blade.
Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive if we're unarmed.
We're submitting, baby.
Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter.
Ooh, foreboding.
The door to
Love the
basement creaks
architecture.
open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
I'm digging the vibe, not gonna lie.
This is actually kind of nice.
Yeah.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Yes, Malmy.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
They know. They know.
It
They
doesn't
know.
matter what that little voice says.
They know.
He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next.
Oh.
But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Oh. Oh, damn.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet.
Yes, ma'am.
And more than a little disappointing.
No, say
She's
say more mean,
disappointed enough?
say more mean things. Say more mean things to me, mommy. Say more mean things.
Kneel.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees
I'm
painfully
liking this
connecting with
round.
hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Yes, ma'am.
The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And yet here you are again. This time groveling at my feet. What a wretched sight.
Last time I didn't really understand who was dumb or who was sub. I am understanding now. I am sub. I am sub. I'm your
What
little
draws you back here
your little
beyond the
birdie.
empty halls of death? Speak.
Yes, ma'am.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
I don't think I can refuse her. Sorry. You're supposed to. Okay, she told me to speak. You're supposed to end the world. I'm not. No, man. I know my situation here. I am the sub. Baby, I am submitting. I don't think I can refuse her.
Are you serious? Just don't say anything. How hard can it be to not say anything? You haven't felt her angelic fingers run along the edges of your mind. You haven't felt her nails dig into your thoughts.
Ooh. You're supposed to end the world. Oh, okay.
You weak-willed buffoon.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Yes, ma'am.
It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her. Maybe she'll be nice to us.
Yeah, give me that good aftercare, baby. What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. I have questions for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died? Yes, I am at your command. Oh, I want to explore a little bit. I just want to explore a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna say just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you have to. But also being a villain is kind of hot. So no, end this little bird first. Oh boy. What would you have me do?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Do I even need to do that? If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
Yes, ma'am.
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn. A better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you have to.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
I have questions for you before I decide what to do. What happens to you? What happened to you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Yes, ma'am!
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
I could be your pet. I could be your pet. I could be your pet. I'm submit, baby.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Yes.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want,
She's
then
so
I guess
tall.
there's not much else for me to say.
Whoa! Look how fucking tall she is. Holy shit. Holy shit.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Oh, look at the stained glass. It has the hands.
Is she talking about you?
Oh, she's talking. She knows about the narrator.
That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Hell yeah, baby!
Ah!
Oh shit! What the hell?
Rise, my little bird.
Yes, ma'am.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Oh, she's our narrator now.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
What if I don't believe? What happens? I have to. It's over. I'm sorry. And what if I don't believe? I'm not questioning her, man. I'm on her
The
side.
chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
She's our narrator now. Holy shit.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
What happens now?
Nothing. And then, everything.
All right. Obedient servant. Oh my gosh, she was so big. Whew! Hoo-hoo! Hoo-wee! I like that one. we love evil women in this house. Holy shit. But you did not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. Oh, of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. I don't want to look at us.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay. Let me say this.
Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you. A mercy.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. Are we melting? The bloat? You've grown is the achievement I got. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Oh my god, look how fucking huge he is. You're at the cabin.
When
She
I
is
found you in the
huge!
long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete.
Indeed. Indeed. Big Mommy Smash for reals. Death by Snoo Snoo. Death by Snoo Snoo.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can't I not do the same thing I've done before? You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why? What do you want me to bring? What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? That one actually I might go for first. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I get, the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? The vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is Dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart.
Hell yeah. We'll have fun with the princess. Hell yeah, I will. See you later, Corrupted.
Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Damn, okay. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? What does it feel like changing like this?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, okay.
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that in the end of this I'm gonna have to kill you, right? when I go back, it's as if the invisible wall closes around me. Why can't I not do the same things I've done before? You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. You've been kinder to me than anyone else. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know, when I go back, it's as if an invisible wall is closed around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Can I not do the same things I've done before? I guess that makes sense. What do you want me to bring you next time? That's a good question.
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Okay. So you don't have any preferences on how you like to change or grow. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? The vessels I've been bringing you, that I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
Okay.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
Okay. Interesting.
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
When I go back, it's as if there's an invisible wall closed. Why can I not do the same things I could have done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
So maybe they are destroyed. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Do you have any preference on how you'd like to change?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see.
Okay.
I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
You know, at the end of this, once we're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? Am I? Can I?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Hopefully the latter. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Alright. Dominant vessel.
You're on a path in the woods.
Yeah.
And at the end,
It's the end of the world. What are you talking about? I would consider that maybe the only reason she's going to the end of the world is because you've locked her up.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
What are you talking about? Killing princess seems kind of bad. Can someone else do this? Forget this. I'm not doing this. Have you ever considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do you have something to reward? Okay, thank you for telling me what to do. Sweet. Okay, I'm just gonna continue the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
She will lie, she will cheat. This time I'm not bringing the blade.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the
Alright, I'm just entering the basement. No blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Is it?
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh, she sounds different. She sounds like more timid. I guess us taking the knife really does make a difference.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Let's try not to have violence at all.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save you. Lie, I'm here to save you. I'm gonna say I'm saving her.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Nope.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Yeah, she sounds super different.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Just save.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Voice you remember for the rest of your life? I don't know. The last run's voice was probably gonna stick with your mind for more. For real, though.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Well...
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Hold on, let's talk first. I'll see what I can do. I was gonna get straight to it.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Oh, big eyes.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key is still lying around somewhere up there. If not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. I did this one last time. I'm gonna do this.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Well, the last time she cut herself out of him, yeah, she was pretty nonchalant about it.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
We know it's locked.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth
Oh, my
tearing through her
lord,
limbs with the
okay.
determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
Oh, the bone makes me
It's the
scream.
blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
You sneaky little devil.
Or we could use it to free her.
I'm freeing her.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Fuck you. Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better
Oh,
judgment,
my
place the
God.
blade
Oh, yeah,
against
we
the
already saw
ragged,
this one.
Self-inflicted
But now she has a little
wound
blood on her
princess's arm, just above
lips.
the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh.
Ugh.
The blade is sharp,
Yeah.
and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Oof.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
It's fine.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
The girl's just a tough cookie. That's all. Close the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
He's gonna
As
make
the
us try and
princess
kill her again.
approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
I can warn her. Warn.
Stop that.
Fuck you.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready
She is
to
kinda
sink
cute.
into her heart.
This is like similar to the last situation, but last time she was a lot colder. This time she's a lot more innocent, maybe? Maybe not innocent, but concerned, I suppose.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Fuck you. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you?
I'm
Oopsie.
sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
Well,
But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
hey,
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
well,
I'm so sorry.
yeah, now she's like a more
With one
regretful
last
about it.
thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's
Aw.
rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The damsel. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a
The princess.
You're here to slay her.
And
If you don't,
it will be
it will
the
be
end of the world. Yeah. This already happened. Okay, no, but I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
The voice of the smitten. Oh no, I have a feeling this one's gonna be annoying.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us
What?
will be foiling any
Okay,
and
hold
all
on.
assassination attempts you've got in the works.
I mean,
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore
I said it was a
him
love story, but
specifically.
this is going a little
Sounds like
fast,
he's
don't
the
you
sort
think?
who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
My God, this dude's a simp. I mean, okay, I shouldn't talk. Literally, the last one I was. Okay, I shouldn't talk. Okay, sorry, I won't talk. I won't talk. Okay, I just prefer my girls a little tougher. Let's assume I'm telling the truth. Yeah. We already did this. I'm just gonna go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We already told you we're not.
Yeah, we have video. I was caught in 4K. Okay.
Your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Oh my God. This guy is kind of annoying,
I do,
though.
but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them.
Yeah.
Some things are better kept quiet.
Okay. I
Don't pay their bickering any mind.
I can't talk. I can't
Focus
talk
on
because
the
I literally, whatever. Whatever. It's fine. I can't talk. Can't say shit.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Should I approach the mirror every time? Because I feel like it's gonna disappear every time, right? So it really doesn't matter. So I'm not gonna waste time with it. Let's go to the basement. We know what the mirror is.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Mm-hmm.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh my god, she
Her
sounds...
voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
My dude, you're
I've
going
held
too
my tongue
fast.
till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess.
Yeah.
We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
You walk down the
Oh,
stairs
she's
and lock eyes with the
cute.
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Wait a minute.
My love,
Wait
we're
a
here to
minute.
rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
My god.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
She's
Do you
cute,
hear that?
though.
She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Oh my god.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yep. Quite
That's
a few
right,
times
Bill.
already, actually.
You killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
My god.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end.
Nah, she's
now
fine.
I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny
this
than
seems
I've ever
annoying,
been.
but I kind of agree with
I
him.
shan't let anyone
I just want to see. I
convince
just want to see a
otherwise.
romantic
Are
route.
you listening to him? He's lost it.
Very
Don't let
cliche.
him distract you. Just do your job.
All right, you killed me last time, and it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask. Did you end the world after you killed me back there? Oof. So I got hiccups. sorry about what happened last time. The narrator sent me here to kill you. You took over. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh, she's quite seized.
She took that in stride.
I'd hold her
To a
hand.
surprising extent.
Indeed, she's cute.
An almost unsettling extent, actually.
Sir,
That's
Hold
because
on.
she's perfect.
sir,
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
that's a good question,
She
actually.
doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Huh.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Is her chest bigger? Is it just me? Is her chest bigger? I don't mind, but just killed me last time. It hurt a lot. Didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
She's just fine with
We
anything.
won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
That's
What?
ridiculous.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic...
Last time she tried to bite her arm off, but you know.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
You killed me last time. It hurt a lot. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Okay, so it sounds like she just like immediately goes back to being imprisoned. Before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
That's a little weird.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that
No, that's a little
passes her
weird, actually.
beautiful lips.
It's like
You
she
say to
only
her,
exists to
"That's
make
a
us.
confession."
No, I don't want the world to end. I have no feelings one way or another of the world ending. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them all. Mood, but no, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
I'm not so sure.
You killed me last time. That hurt a lot. Why'd you do that? Well, I mean, we know why she did it, but I'll ask anyways.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
No?
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Whatever, man. Rescue the princess.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll...
You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Wait a minute.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Look how cute she is. Big little
Approach the
anime
princess
eyes.
and gingerly slide
Oh my
her
god, it
through the
actually
openings.
works.
That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Cute.
Ugh.
She's cute.
Only you
She's
had a
pretty
weapon,
cute.
One slip of the wrist and
She's
your
pretty
pristine
cute.
blade would be buried in her back.
As big as
Everyone
me.
out
She
there
got them
would
big
be
ol' anime eyes.
saved.
She also got other things that are bigger
Luckily
now.
for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Yeah, baby.
What do we do now?
That's a good question. What do we do now? What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
That's kind of sad.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. Can we figure out the rest later? If you want to leave, then let's leave. There must be something you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Just want to make us happy.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she wants the same for us.
Oh god, she's deconstructing the waifu. She only exists for us. She's complete wish fulfillment. Look how she's fucking becoming more and more like how to draw anime. I want you to tell me what you want. But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
Oh no.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
She only exists. She's become, do you want to draw anime? How do you draw anime? I want you to tell me what you want. You have to want something more than just making me happy, but you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me. I want you to make me unhappy. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Do you want to end the world? But okay. You can't just base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
Oh my fucking god. How is getting cuter making her scarier? I know, right?
I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
No, it is a big deal. It's kind of weird. It's like she's not a person. She's just she's getting shittier and shittier. I want you to tell me what you want. I want you to want something more than just making me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Oh my fucking god.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone
And they lived
right now?
happily ever after.
Like we're the only
That's
ones
all she
here.
wanted. Is the achievement I got. Oh my god. The fuck? What the fuck has happened? Hello? You don't get the chance to ask another question, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Oh.
She was our perfect match. She's gone. Where did she go?
Yeah, okay, so that was
Try
like a
and
complete
find her?
deconstruction of like the whole waifu
Is that
shit, man. Like she only existed to
Why is
make
it here?
to be wish fulfillment.
Why now?
But I don't like that shit, man. I want an actual character. That's why I like the other girls. You're scared, but this is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
Sorry, man.
Do it then.
End us all before I die of a broken heart.
Oh, brother. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward, there's once again a mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what is in it. Oh, we are decaying. You are withered. Oh my god, are we like decaying? The fuck is going on, bro? Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her. Oh my gosh, she looks so
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
explore. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. That is not true. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this vessel? I want to ask that.
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Okay. It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us will always hurt the other. I'm still planning to kill you. I don't want to actually kill you. I don't want to kill you. I'm not going to say that. You know, this is the end. You know, at the end of this, once I'm finished, I'm going to kill you. Do you know what happens at the, to the world when we leave behind? No, that's a good question. Oh wait, there's more. There's more. Have you figured out? Oh my god, there's so many questions. Have you figured out what you'll want to be when you're finished? Do you still not care what I bring you next? How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Okay, so what happens to the worlds we leave?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Can't be a contradiction. How can you stand being a contradiction? Doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us will always hurt the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't it make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Interesting. Okay. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what to say about... I don't know what that says about me. It kind of does, actually. No, not really. All it seems is distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or another on the matter. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me, and I hate it. I think I hate you. I actually kind of like her. If anything makes me like you more, I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Oh. That's nice. How do you stand being a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
I'm still planning to kill you. I don't want to say that. Have you figured out what you want, when we're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
you still not care what I bring you next? How many more vessels do I need?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. Do you still not care what I bring you?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Oh, that's nice, at least. Can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. Let's say that. I'm curious.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
So interesting. Very interesting. I don't want to kill her, so I'm not gonna say that. So you don't have any preferences on how you like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Okay. Destroy your body. Attack the entity. These are interesting. And I'm very curious what will happen, but I need to go. So, I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time.
And once it
for us
starts
to
again, I'll
begin.
save and we'll end. Everything goes dark and we'll die. This deconstructed damsel is...
You're on a path in the woods.
Alright. Yeah. We're on the path in the woods. Oh, wait, hold on. Load preferences, main menu. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay, I was expecting this kind of change a little bit, but this game is super interesting. It is super interesting. I am fascinated and I cannot wait to play it more. I am thoroughly intrigued. Also, yeah, I'm super, I like her. I like her. I like this. Yeah, I'm super intrigued, but for now, it is time to go.